Dahlgren. Welcome back to another Facebook Live. We haven't done one of these in a while. Last week wasn't that 4th of July week, so we didn't have one done then. And then yesterday is when I normally do it, because we normally do our Facebook Lives on Thursday. In case you're ever wondering, we always do Facebook Lives on Thursday. And if you're wondering why I didn't yesterday, it's because my husband had surgery and he normally watches the kids and he couldn't because he had surgery. He's fine. It's knee surgery. He just can't hold them. Anyway, overshare. So I'm doing it today because the kids are in daycare. So welcome. Plus, it's a perfect day to do a Facebook Live because D23 is this weekend and there's lots of rumors floating around. And if you don't know what D23 is, I'll get into that a little later. So today we're going to start with news. I'm going to answer a question that we got before this, and then we're going to go into rumors. So yes, the Disney dialogue question for today, because as you know, I always have to do one, and it's just a question that I ask you, because then I get to hear your input, because you always hear from me. So yeah, I'm just off my game today. I need to drink more coffee, I think, or maybe less. I don't know, because I'm talking a lot. Anyway, the Disney dialogue question today is, what rumor are you most excited about? Now, if you haven't heard a lot of the D23 rumors, then you might not have an answer yet. So you're going to have to listen to me jibber jabber before you have an answer to share. And in the meantime, just tell me where you are watching from and tell me what your weekend plans are. My weekend plans are not much. My husband works all weekend, so the kiddos and I hang out. So yeah, we don't have a lot going on. I mean, maybe we'll make cookies or something. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to talk now. So, as for news, TouringPlans is starting a weekly preview on our blog, blog.touringplans.com. And for that, we're doing a weekly preview of Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, Universal Orlando, and Disneyland Resort. So what we do is we cover the weather, we cover the crowd levels, we cover, why can't I think right now, park hours, extra magic hours, and any special events going on for the upcoming week, which is really nice for those traveling to those places, because then you can be like, what weather should I pack for? And we have the weather there. Or you're wondering what the crowds are going to be like. We share that kind of information with you. So me and a bunch of bloggers are taking care of that weekly preview for you. I have Walt Disney World, and I believe that Disney Cruise Line and Disneyland Resort are coming out today, so head to our blog and check that out. I know, that's my shameless plug for the day. Sorry guys, I gotta do it. It's worth looking into. We have a couple comments. Stacy watching from Pennsylvania, and we are having a birthday party for your twin boys. Happy birthday to your twin boys that are turning 10. Okay, that was a bad ending, but happy birthday to your boys, Stacy. Carol's from Arlington, Texas. Work Saturday morning and then sewing. I hope that you enjoy your sewing. Let me know what you're making. I want to know. And yes, working is no fun on the weekends, but it's how it goes. My husband has Tuesday, Wednesdays off, so our weeks are all kabobble. Okay, so I talked about our weekly preview, and this is kind of related. Okay, so the Disney park or Disney store and Shop Disney Parks are having a friends and family sale. It's 25% off your order. I'm thinking about placing an order. If I do, would you want me to film a haul? Is that something that you think you'd be interested in? Do the heart or like this right now, so I know if that's something you want me to do, or just comment, yes, please do a haul. I never know if that's something you guys would want to see, and I like to change up what I film so that it doesn't get old and boring. So let me know, do you want to see a haul of any Disney purchases? Okay. The question that I'm going to ask today was by John. He said, can't decide on what our third Fast Pass should be. He has, at Magic Kingdom, he has Peter Pan and Seven Dwarfs. But what else? His boys don't want to do, or his kids don't want to do Enchanted Tales with Belle. I was thinking maybe Big Thunder Mountain. Would they enjoy that? There's also Splash Mountain, but I think maybe your kids would like Big Thunder Mountain if they don't want to do Enchanted Tales with Belle. So if you have any other advice for John on what his third Fast Pass should be at Magic Kingdom, he already has Peter Pan's Flight and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So just leave a comment for John, and we can all help each other out. Okay, other news. I have my sheet right here. So, and then we'll get into rumors, because I know that's kind of what I'm excited to talk about. These are kind of the news that we've heard that's verified, or the rumors that have been verified, and just like extra news. I'm gonna take a drink, hang on. Like I need more coffee anyway. And again, if I have any pauses, let me know where you're watching from. Jean, any word on Toy Story Land opening 2018? Hopefully summer 2018, but you know, you just never know. But yeah, I actually have that written down. Toy Story Land is estimated for the year 2018, and Star Wars Land is 2019. Okay, so with D23, I might as well tell you what that's about if I'm going to mention it. D23 it's like the official fan club for the Walt Disney Company. And it was started in 2009. And if you're wondering, like, why is it called D23? D stands for Disney, and 23 is 1923, which is the year that Walt Disney founded the company. So D23. That's why it is what it is. And biannually, is that every other year, they have an expo that's open to the public. And I think it's like this year, it's like $57 for a one-day pass, and like $64 for like 3 days, all 3 days of the expo. And it includes experiences like sneak peeks of future films like Wreck-It Ralph 2, if you're wondering, celebrity appearances, you know, Disney legends, Disney Imagineers. I know my favorite, Jodie Benson, is going to be there. And they do kind of panels. Like, I think there's like a princess panel, you know, since I'm talking about Jodie, stuff like that. There's presentations, a lot of special announcements, which is where a lot of these rumors kind of stem from. We like to speculate what's going to be announced during those special announcements. I gotta slow down. This coffee is clearly kicking in too fast. Okay. And then if you are a D23 member, you get different perks. Like you get a quarterly magazine newsletter thing, you get a yearly gift, you get invited to events, you get exclusive merchandise, and you get discounts, including like a special price to get into the D23 Expo. And you get early access into D23. So that's kind of fun if you're a member. And if you're curious about, you know, what the expo is going to be like, you know, we're following it. A lot of other Disney related sites are following it. I know Disney Parks blog has a live stream, so you can always head over there and check it out. And then the D23 website kind of updates with its newest announcements and stuff like that. So with that said, I'm going to go into my news. A model of Star Wars Land was revealed at D23 yesterday. And if you haven't seen the pictures yet, they're not only all over Twitter, but like I said, on the D23 website. Am I crooked? My phone is crooked. Is my phone good? Let me know. Let me know. In the meantime, hi Tony, you're watching from Justin, Texas. Another person from Texas. Welcome. So yeah, those pictures are really, really neat. And they have like a 3D model there at D23. So like I said, check it out. Check out the pictures, because it's something I can't really explain because it's just so like stimulating to look at the model. It's a lot to look at. So head over and check that out. But after this stream, like watch this first, because I'll miss you if you guys leave. There's also a huge Pirates of the Caribbean exhibit there, like huge exhibit, and it's called A Pirate's Life for Me, Rascal Scoundrels and Really Bad Eggs. And it's huge. I mean, it shows props from the movie, costumes from the movies. There's themed music. There's even like mist as you walk through it. Again, look at the pictures. Like here I am talking about it, but I have nothing to show you, which makes me not very helpful, but you know. Heather is from Marshall, Minnesota. Woohoo! I'm from Minnesota too, filming right here from Minnesota. It's not super warm today. It's been pretty hot, but it's kind of chilly this morning. Dara, Star Wars Land might make me tear up more than Cinderella's Castle. I know, like you guys, this is a big deal. I mean, I grew up as the only girl, but I had 3 older brothers, so I am both a Star Wars fan and a Disney princess fan. So it's like this is like my worlds colliding. It's like a dream come true for me to have both of these things in the same place. It literally makes me love Disney even more. Bill is from Richmond, Virginia. Hello, Bill. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna take another drink and then talk more. Okay. Max Pass begins at Disneyland Resort July 19th. For those wondering, you know, what is Max Pass? Basically, it's like it's like Fast Pass that you have to pay for. You know, at Disneyland, you can go to a kiosk and get out a Fast Pass and then, you know, you have it. But I think for an introductory rate of $10, you can use the Disneyland app to reserve your Fast Pass reservations, and then you also have unlimited access to Photo Pass downloads. So that's kind of what Max Pass is. Try saying that 3 times fast. I'm not going to try because that'll be embarrassing, but like, it's kind of tricky. So that's kind of the big news there. And also, the gondolas at Walt Disney World are under construction. Have you guys heard about that? What are your thoughts on the gondolas? I don't know. I don't know how I feel personally because, I don't know, like in the past year, I've suddenly gotten like, not afraid of heights, but like that enclosed space. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I'm getting claustrophobic or what, but it's something that really intrigues me, and I'm really anxious to see what Disney's going to do with those gondolas at Walt Disney World. And if you're wondering what that route is for those gondolas, they're going to be pretty big. They're going to fit a lot of people, and it's going to begin at the International Gateway at Epcot, and it's going to stretch past the Boardwalk Inn before hitting Caribbean Beach Resort. And then it will reach towards Pop Century and I think Art of Animation before heading to Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is going to be so nice for the people at those value resorts, because think about it. Like, you're so limited to only taking the buses if you want to use Disney transportation. And those buses fill up very quickly because the value resorts are very large. They have a ton of rooms. So sometimes you'll end up waiting for like 2 buses. So those gondolas will hopefully cut down on that. Hopefully make transportation a lot easier, which I see Heather just said, yeah, I think it will. I think it's a good thing. Now I got to work up the courage to try it out. I mean, I can do a roller coaster, so I should be able to do gondolas, right? Amy's watching from Rhode Island. Welcome, Amy. And remember, guys, tell me what you're doing this weekend because I want to know. And I'm just wondering, do you want to see a different background? I know when people kind of do these live streams and these updates and everything, they have like Disney-related things and everything's decorated so nicely. I'm not a decorator. I'm not. Like, I grew up with boys. We don't know what to do. So, do you like this? Should I change it? Let me know. Should I put the extra work into it? You know. Scott said, don't be surprised if the price on Pop Century and Art of Animation goes up even more, turning it into a moderate. Very good point. I mean, that's very possible. You know, with the new things that Disney builds, it always ups the prices. And what is it? Like, is it Coronado Springs or Caribbean Beach that will eventually be getting the DVC villas? Oh, I always confuse the two. But yeah, I mean, is that going to bring up the prices around there too? Who knows? Sandra's watching from Pittsburgh. Sherry from Cincinnati, Ohio. She's 90 days out from her trip. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I mean, my trip's in November, so I still got a ways to go. I gotta start planning, don't I? Oh man. Scott said it's Caribbean Beach Resort. Thank you for letting me know. Taking a break. Is that all the news? One more. Disney Springs is adding a new Italian restaurant. They used to have that Portobello Country Italian Trattoria, and they're just switching that to Terralina Crafted Italian. It's going to have a lot of the same dishes as the Portobello restaurant, but they're going to add a few more things. It's going to be open for lunch and dinner. It's kind of reminiscent of an Italian home, and they're going to have an open veranda bar, and I think it's going to be nice, and that's going to be at Disney Springs. Okay, are you guys ready for the rumors of D23? Thumbs up if you are, or heart, or even do the angry emoji. I mean, I don't care. Whatever you guys want to do, however you're feeling. Stacy says, 239 days out from ours, and it's driving me crazy. Howdy from Texas. You guys, all the Texans watching us, I'm so excited. I need to visit. Can you believe I've never been to Texas? I know, it's crazy. And yes, we've had more people say Caribbean Beach Resort's getting the villas. Coronado is getting the high-rise. Yes, the larger buildings. That's right. Okay, I'm going to have to write that down because I know I'm going to confuse that. But Coronado is the one with the conference space too, so that should be easy for me to remember. Let's see. Got a thumbs up from Sandra. Did they talk about when Toy Story Land is opening? Yes, Trisha, 2018. Gosh, you guys, that's like next year already. We're like, what, 6 months out of 2018? Less than that? It's amazing. And I'm hearing that I need to go to Texas. I would love to. That'd be so fun. Elise, hi from Chicago. We are 19 days out, so you're really close. And Elise, my family's from the Chicago area. Love Chicago. I like, you guys, this is why I love Facebook Lives. I love communicating with you. Can you tell, like, it's not just the caffeine, I promise. I get high on the adrenaline of talking with you. It's my favorite thing about my job. It's why I love doing these things, and I love that you guys come to watch. So D23. I just want to say that these are rumors that I've seen on multiple outlets and websites, and so I've only picked the ones that I've heard from a lot of different places. They are rumors. It doesn't mean that they're going to be announced at D23. They could be announced, you know, at the next D23. But they're rumors, and some may be verified as we're here because it's going on right now. So let me know. Stacy said, what is D23? No problem, Stacy. I mentioned that at the beginning of this stream, but I will say it again. D23 is the official fan club of the Walt Disney Company. It was started in 2009. D stands for Disney. 23 is 1923, which is the year that Walt founded the company. And the D23 Expo is every other year, and it's just, it's for the public. I don't want to say it's like a conference, but there's a bunch of different panels and seminars and celebrity sightings and props from the movies. I mean, I think Cruz Ramirez and Lightning McQueen are there. Cinderella's carriage is out front. You know, it's just a celebration of all things Disney. It's awesome. You know, look into it. And you guys, like, if you want the latest, go to Twitter. Twitter is blowing up with everything D23. It's just crazy. Scott, Chi-Town represent. If it makes you feel better about your countdowns, we're on our last day today, going to Epcot around 2. Scott, why are you watching me? You're like right there. You should go outside and have fun. Oh my gosh, I wish I could be there. Oh, and you're going to Epcot around 2. You're gonna do illuminations. That's always fun. Diane, what month is Toy Story Land opening? They haven't said a month. If I were to guess, maybe summer 2018. But unknown right now. Meredith. Oh, wow, I did not realize it's only every other year. I didn't know either, to be honest. I didn't even think about it until I was researching for this. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's biannually. And I just like saying the word biannually. Yeah, it's every other year. Elise, feel for you, Scott. Steve is hoping Toy Story Land will be open by May. You're welcome for the information. Scott's getting ready to go to the pool. Okay, awesome. Where are you staying, Scott? What resort are you at? And Meredith is 40 days away from her trip. So excited. Let me know where you guys are staying. If you have a trip coming up, let me know where you're staying. I'm going to celebrate my parents' 60th birthdays, and that's why I'm going in November. It was my idea. I'm like, you guys, you've never been to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Your 60th birthdays are this year. Let's just make a little vacation out of it. I'd love to celebrate you guys. And they're like, that's a great idea. So I don't know where I'm staying yet, which is like, I know. Like, here I am preaching to you guys to book a room a year in advance, and I haven't even booked a room yet. I know. But I think my parents are staying at the Grand Floridian, which is so exciting for them, because then I get to visit. I get to walk around. Such a cool atmosphere. Kelly's trip is in 70 days. Okay, here I am talking too much. Here comes the burp. Okay. No burp. We're safe. Shirley is Art of Animation bound. Love Art of Animation. I have walked through Art of Animation. I have not stayed there. Beautiful resort. Just beautiful. I love what they've done with it. She has a group of 8. And when you have 5, you stay at Port Orleans Riverside. Have you guys seen my video for Port Orleans Riverside? You guys really seemed to like it, which made me excited. And I couldn't figure out, was it the topic that you guys liked? Was it the editing? Because I got Final Cut Pro, which like the nerd in me is geeking out about. And then part 2, where I talk about the pools and the restaurants and the recreation, that's going to be next Tuesday. So if you haven't seen my video, shameless plug, head over and subscribe to our YouTube page. And also, Brian put out a video yesterday, and he has one out today. So check him out too, because he posts like 2 or 3 times a week. He is on top of his game. I am not. I'm a once-a-weeker, but Brian, he's updating a lot there. And I know Guy does too. And he tests out a lot of really delicious food. So go check that out. Steve will be at Old Key West for 18 nights next. Oh my gosh. 18 nights? Like, I can't even imagine being on Disney property that long. That's amazing. And Meredith is doing a split stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Polynesian at the end of August. You guys have great taste with where you're staying. It makes me realize how many Disney resorts I have yet to stay at. And Kelly's just turned into a split stay, Polly, then Animal Kingdom Lodge, anniversary, and your husband's birthday. Those are always good reasons to go. I completely agree. Elisa's staying at French Quarter. It's your Disney home. Love Port Orleans French Quarter. It is my favorite moderate resort. I am eventually going to do a video about that because I love it so much, and it's the one that TouringPlans suggests for a moderate. Heather is a 161 days out staying at All-Star Music. I've stayed there before. I really like that out of all of the All-Stars, but I also, I'm also like a musician, so like I think that's why I would like it as far as all of the All-Stars. Talking too fast again. Christmas to New Year's, crazy time of year, but it's going to be beautiful. Art of Animation has such a nice food court. Christina's staying at Polly in December. Hi from Minneapolis. Beth, we're like neighbors. Hello. 92 days and staying at All-Star Music. Oh, we have another All-Star. Need to check out your video, Sandra said. Thanks for the heads up. Yes, you're welcome. Just go to YouTube, type in TouringPlans. We have tons of videos. Like, I think I looked. We have almost 700 videos. Something like that. Like, we're in the 600s range. So we have put out a lot. You have a lot to work with. Julianne, 135 days out. We're staying at Pop Century. How can we find your Port Orleans resort videos? Matthew, go to YouTube, TouringPlans, Port Orleans. It should pop right up for you. Shirley said, this trip we are going to take a midweek day off. We're going to sleep in later, go for breakfast at Chef Mickey's. Great choice. I hope it's not under refurbishment still when you're there because they did have to move it. Come on, let me do the see more button. Swim at the pool, shopping and dinner at Disney Springs. I mean, if you're staying for like a week or more, I would always suggest a day off just to regroup because being at Disney can just be so overly stimulating sometimes and so exhausting, especially when you have kids. So a day off is really nice, even a midday siesta where you're taking 2 or 3 hours off to nap, swim, stuff like that. That's something I always suggest if you're staying for more than a week, is take a day off. Good morning from Los Angeles. Hello, Rose. TouringPlans is the best resource for learning Disney. I recommend it to everyone. Thank you, Meredith. I appreciate that. Here, I completely got distracted from talking about the rumors, but I am ready now. So let's get started. Like I said, these are just rumors. So let's start with Walt Disney World, because there's a lot of rumors that I've heard, especially at Epcot. So Magic Kingdom, the rumor that I've heard there is that the Tomorrowland Speedway is going to become a Tron roller coaster. And I think the Tron roller coaster is originally at Shanghai Disneyland, and they're bringing something like that to Tomorrowland. So that's the rumor I've heard, and every time I say a rumor, let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's a good idea? Are you like, oh no, why are they getting rid of this? Let me know what you think. Or if you're like, Angela, that's a crazy rumor, but I've read these multiple outlets, I've seen these a lot of places, so I'm confident sharing that like a lot of people know about this. Tomorrowland Speedway, honestly, I have not even been on, so, and it's something I seem to kind of overlook because, you know, it just kind of smells like exhaust. It seems a little dated to me. It's just my opinion. But gosh, like a Tron roller coaster or a Tron attraction, how would that even work? And I want to know how you guys feel about these kind of, like the replacement, like the fact that Tron came out several years ago and they're gonna put, you know, some aspect of it into Magic Kingdom. Do you think the movie is too old for that to be relevant? Kind of like with Avatar? Let me know your thoughts on that. Charity said it's a good idea, but it's so close to Space Mountain. Right, which is another roller coaster. So you kind of wonder what they're going to do with that. Another thing is that Stitch's Great Escape, is it going to become a Wreck-It Ralph attraction? Who knows? I see a comment right here. And Meredith heard they might put it behind the Speedway, which would be awesome. She doesn't necessarily enjoy it, but it's a Walt classic. And then Facebook doesn't let me see the end of the comment. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, this is why I like these. I want to hear what you guys think. So, Wreck-It Ralph, personally, I love the movie. Stitch's Great Escape, some people love and other people just kind of don't get it at all. wasn't like Alien Encounters the one before that? Like before Stitch's Great Escape, wasn't that the attraction that was in place of that? Yeah, some people are going to be pretty happy to see it go, because it's closed a lot because there's just not a lot of interest. I think they open it during the summer because there's more crowds. But are you going to be sad to see that go? Personally, again, I love Wreck-It Ralph. So if they made an attraction and they're coming out with a Wreck-It Ralph 2, like, by all means, please give me a Wreck-It Ralph attraction. I love Vanellope. She's my favorite character. Reading some more comments. Meredith says, it's kind of weird that Disney keeps putting in all these attractions based on such old movies. Yeah, and you know, my husband, he really agrees. He's not as big of a Disney fan as I am. In fact, he's a bit of a Disney curmudgeon. So to him, he's like, why are they taking these older films and, you know, giving it an attraction? And the way I see it is, Disney has so many improvements and so many updates in line that by the time they get to the next one, you know, a while has passed, you know, because they have so many that they do in the queue. So that's kind of my thoughts on why it takes so long and why they pick these older movies. Not that Tron is old, but you know what I mean? That are several years old, maybe not relevant anymore. But the hope is that by adding these attractions, it kind of re-energizes the film and makes people watch it again. Maybe giving it a sequel, you know? You never know. Shirley, change is good and is necessary to keep up with things. You have to keep some of the oldies but goodies. Completely agree. I'm devastated that, okay, we'll get into the Great Movie Ride, but I'm not going to shed tears here. Okay. Amy, not sure Tron is relevant, but roller coasters are a big hit with my teenagers. You know, and they are. And what, will that be the 4th roller coaster at Magic Kingdom? What, if we have Space Mountain, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Barnstormer isn't that one, but like, does it really count? Big Thunder Mountain, like, will that be the 5th one? I don't know. That's going to be a lot of roller coasters for one park. Would Seven Dwarfs Mine Train be okay for a non-roller coaster person? Kathy, I think so. I mean, it's a pretty subtle roller coaster. There's not any big drops, so I think you would be okay. It's not really high up. I think you would be fine if you're not a roller coaster person. Stacy likes that the older movies are coming back around. It allows kiddos to possibly fall in love with something that may have been before their time. I completely agree in that respect too. Okay, so that's what we got for Magic Kingdom. That's what I have to talk about. Next, Hollywood Studios. Okay, Disney's Hollywood Studios. The rumor is that they are getting rid of the Great Movie Ride. Just pause for effect. Okay, so they filed a permit to kind of make changes to it. I think it expires, the permit, in like 2019 or something. But the rumor is that it's going to be kind of like the Great Mickey Ride. It's going to be an attraction based around Mickey Mouse. I love the Great Movie Ride. I love the classics. I love the scenes of these classic films. It just tugs at my heart. I love it. It's like how I kind of love Carousel of Progress, and people are like, why? It's so old. That's why I love the nostalgia. I love how you get to slow down and experience the ride inside, and you get to sit. It's like a break from all the stimulation of the heat and the people walking around. So I'm kind of heartbroken about the Great Movie Ride, but I'm not even going to say I understand why they're doing it. I'm just sad about it. Just let me be sad. Okay. And let me know if you're sad. Give me like a sad face or something in the, you know, the thing, the thing. Yes, and then also I've heard of a Star Wars themed hotel. I mean, I'm mentioning it under the Hollywood Studios branch because Star Wars Land is going there. Gosh, they talked about a Haunted Mansion themed hotel a long, long time ago, and that never happened. So Star Wars themed hotel, I think that would do well. I'm kind of interested how they could do that without making it seem a little cheesy. And from what I've heard, they might do like role-playing experiences that you can like do an extra price for, like pay an extra price for, which I think would be so amazing for those hardcore Star Wars fans. Like if Harry Potter did a Harry Potter themed hotel where you're staying at like a Hogwarts type place and you can pay to role play, like I would totally do that. So let me know what you think about that. Sorry, I'm going back to some comments. Yeah, Charity thinks a major update would be good, but a total overhaul makes me nervous. Amy's sad about Great Movie Ride. Stacy loves Carousel of Progress too, and Great Movie Ride. So does Elise. Patricia's going in October with her 15-year-old, hoping they don't close it before then. gosh, I don't actually know when they would be closing it and working on it. I'm not sure, because you wonder, like, they probably have to finish Star Wars Land or at least Toy Story Land before they start improving the Great Movie Ride, right? Because that's a lot for one park, and they've already closed down so many different attractions anyway. So I would think, like, maybe wait till Toy Story Land is done next year and then start on the Great Movie Ride. Not sure, but we will always keep you updated with that scoop. Sorry, I wiggled my camera. Okay, Epcot has a lot of plans, a lot of rumors. Because really Epcot's kind of the last park at Walt Disney World to really get a big update. It really hasn't been updated too much. And let's see, Lisa, hello from Minnesota. Yay, another Minnesotan watching with me here in the land of 10,000 lakes. Stacy, I would not be opposed to having all of the Star Wars Tron stuff be in their own park. I'm a Disney fan, but want to see typical Disney stuff when I go. You know, that's a lot of things that people are struggling with. The people who grew up, say, in like the Central Florida area, and they went to Disney World a lot growing up, they're feeling like it's just going to be a completely different Disney World from when they were there. And, you know, that might be true, but Disney kind of prides itself on always growing and evolving and progressing, and that is a really great thing. I mean, it is, like, that's the end of the statement. That's a really great thing, but I do think it's important to hold on to those nostalgic rides that people have near and dear to their hearts, which is why the Great Movie Ride is affecting me. Let me know, you know, your other thoughts about that. Jason, hello from Prior Lake. We are not too far away from each other. And Kathy, hello from New York. Welcome. Okay, so let's get into Epcot. First of all, France Pavilion, is it seeing a Ratatouille themed ride? I've heard that it would. Okay, so if you know about Disneyland Paris, they have a Ratatouille themed ride. I kind of want to do a review on it, but I have no idea how I would get footage of it. But it just sounds so neat. The rumor is that the France Pavilion would get a complete, like a dupe of that ride. It'd be a replicate of the Ratatouille ride at Disneyland Paris. So, I don't know, I think that would be fun. I love Ratatouille, so I'm up for that for sure. Maybe an update to the Grand Fiesta Tour featuring the Three Caballeros. That is at the Mexico Pavilion. That's their boat ride. Possibly updating it with the upcoming film Coco. It's the newest Pixar film. I think it's coming in November. Of course, Disney will probably wait till Coco comes out and see how well it does before making any changes. But, you know, it's a rumor. So that might be nice. You know, I love the Three Caballeros ride, Grand Fiesta Tour, but I would not be opposed to an update from that either. Coco looks really good. If type in the trailers on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Teresa's watching from Washington. Hello, Teresa. And then, let's see, other gradual updates. They're just gradually going to update the pavilions. Ooh, thank you, Brian. Brian said, regarding the Great Movie Ride, we're hearing it will close sometime before summer 2018. Thank you, Brian, for watching and for helping me out. I appreciate that. So, Brian gave you the rumored date of closing for the Great Movie Ride. So yeah, they're gradually going to update the other pavilions eventually. You know, I've heard the UK, stuff like that, just because Epcot really, it does need some sprucing up. I love Epcot. It's like my first or second favorite park. I can't choose between that and Magic Kingdom. I can't. But that will be nice. Future World is also getting, wait, no, gotta finish with this because it's like the biggest news. I skipped it because I wanted to wait till the end. Before we wrap up the World Showcase, I've heard that we are getting 2 new pavilions. The first one, the really big rumor, is Brazil, which I am all about. Like, hello, Brazilian barbecue. Oh my gosh, if there was like a yum emoji, I would make you guys post that right now because that would be amazing, a Brazil pavilion. The second one I thought I heard was Spain. I would want something like Greece, just like from the food aspect. I think that'd be a really, really beautiful atmosphere for a pavilion, Greece. Oh my gosh, now I'm thinking about Greek food. Oh, yum. But yeah, the second one I heard was Spain. I don't know if that's true, but for sure, you know, the big rumor is Brazil, which I think would be fantastic. Catherine wants a Ratatouille ride. I hope the World Showcase gets more attractions. UK needs an attraction or a ride, Steve says. Yeah, you know what? It kind of does. I mean, they just have, like, the shops. But what would would you even put there? Like, would you do like an Alice in Wonderland type ride, or would you do like, ooh, like one from Brave, like Merida? Oh my gosh, that would be fun. Now my brain's going. Let's go look at a couple comments. Let's see. Universe of Energy. I am going to talk about that in just a minute, Kathy. Gwen's watching from Cleveland. Hello. Stacy said Texas could totally have its own pavilion at Epcot. We got the America Pavilion. It's kind of all under that umbrella. Okay, Future World. You know, the rumor is that they might possibly rename Future World. I've heard maybe the name, just calling it Epcot Center. But they are thinking about doing some major updates. They're thinking about updating the dining options. Something like a Guardians of the Galaxy type attraction, where or near, I think where Universe of Energy is. They're thinking about just kind of gutting Universe of Energy and putting a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction in there. Disneyland, they just updated their Tower of Terror attraction with Guardians of the Galaxy, which people are really seeming to like from what I've seen on Twitter. So, I don't know, it might be like a new roller coaster there, which, I mean, that would be new for Epcot, wouldn't it? So that'd be kind of exciting. Mark, hello from Georgia. Hello, Catherine. I'd love a Mary Poppins ride at the UK, like a flight through London. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But would it be too similar to Peter Pan's flight? That's the question. Like, there's so many options when it comes to those updates that, like, which idea really takes off? I mean, there's so much you could do. Whew. That's just, oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. There are going to be changes to interventions, but it's not really known what they're going to do. I haven't really heard anything. If you have, let me know. But interventions has been a long time coming for improvements. I mean, it's just, you know, they call it Future World, but I feel like nothing's really like same with Tomorrowland. Nothing's really like futuristic or technologically advanced, because it's been a while since it's been updated. Dave misses the original Epcot. It was a shining beacon of possibilities, especially when I was a young kid. I can totally see that. I mean, it opened in the 80s, right? What was it, like 85 or something? I have a t-shirt that says the date, and I can't even remember. So yeah, I mean, it's that nostalgia factor that you have to consider when you update these parks and these attractions, because people connected to it because of a memory they had when they were younger. And then that memory is, you know, kind of altered if you change the attraction. So I can definitely see how that affects people. Michael, Tony Baxter designed a Mary Poppins ride years ago that was never built. Ooh, that's good to know. Tony Baxter, he also kind of came up with the concept for Splash Mountain, I believe. Yeah, I think he did. He had the idea to make it based on, you know, Briar Rabbit, Briar Bear, Briar Fox. Now I can't remember the name of the movie, and I did a video about it. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? It's driving me crazy. 1982. Thank you, Sandra and Bud. Yes, Epcot opened 1982, which was the year one of my brothers were born. Okay, so is that last Epcot update the rumor? The Land Pavilion may see updates to Living with the Land and the Circle of Life Theater. Song of the South. Thank you, Catherine. Song of the South is the Briar Rabbit movie. Brer Rabbit, not Briar. Brer Rabbit. Thank you. Okay, everyone's letting me know. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that would have driven me crazy all day. Yes. Splash Mountain based on Song of the South with Brer Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about filming a attraction overview of Living with the Land. Is that something that you think you'd want to see? If you want an attraction overview of any attraction or ride at Walt Disney World, let me know. Let me know in the comments, please, because I follow your requests. I write every single one down. So that's what we got for Epcot. As far as Animal Kingdom, you know, we really, like Pandora, we really got Pandora. So the world of Avatar, which has been really big so far. So Animal Kingdom doesn't really, it's not going to see a ton of updates, but, you know, they're thinking about possibly adding Zootopia to it, which my husband, for being a Disney curmudgeon, loves Zootopia, so I think like that would be the one thing that would really get him to come besides Pandora and Star Wars. Oh my gosh, once Star Wars comes out, he's going to be dragging me to the park. But with Zootopia, they're thinking maybe the area of Rafiki's Planet Watch, you know, where you see the backstage views and they have a petting zoo and stuff like that. Maybe they do a new ride, a gift shop, meet and greets, all related to kind of the Zootopia film. What do you guys think of that? Do you think that'd be fun? I think that's a perfect place for it. I would love that. I would love it. Love it. So that's what we got for Walt Disney World. Disneyland Paris. If you didn't know, Disney gained ownership of Disneyland Paris. I think they've slowly been buying up more shares. I think they got to like 96, 97% ownership, and then like under French rule, they can get the rest of it. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know how stocks work as well as I should. So anyway, Disney gained ownership of Disneyland Paris. So they have this 10-year plan. I think they're going to invest like $2 billion to really update the park, possibly with the Marvel brand. I know that the Walt Disney Studios park at Disneyland Paris, you know, people aren't really impressed with. So maybe they're going to put it there, but definitely Disneyland Paris over the next 10 years is going to get hopefully really great updates. So I'm excited about that. I've never been. It's on my bucket list, and so is Tokyo Disney. We'll see if I get there. I'll write it down on that bucket list and hope that my husband is watching and maybe he'll want to go with me. You know? Be nice. Okay. Amy said, can't get enough ride overviews. Great. Oh, Elise likes them too. Guys, that's great input for me. Please tell me, what attractions do you want to see? Like, I want to know. Like I said, I'll write them down now. I have a pen. And let's see. So that's Disneyland Paris. And then as far as the Marvel brand, also they're thinking about bringing it to Disney's California Adventure, kind of making it like a superhero land of sorts. You know, with that Marvel brand, it's really big. They have a lot of different films and characters to go off of. I'm not sure how that would work with, you know, Cars Land and other attractions that are at Disney's California Adventure. But, you know, I'm curious. What do you guys think of that? I think, oh my gosh, I think that has so much potential too. Do you think it would take away too much from that Disney, you know, that Disney brand, or do you think that Disneyland would be enough for you and then have a separate park that's kind of superhero based? What do you guys think about that? Kathy wants to see Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Elise, The Seas with Nemo and Friends. All right, I'm writing that down. And if you guys have any questions and I can't answer them, I always go back at the end of the stream and answer them. So if you have any questions and I can't answer them, leave them in the comments. I will reply back to you. I'm like stumbling over my words because I'm talking so fast. So that's when I know I need to take a deep breath, take a drink of coffee. Okay, and then the final rumor that I'm going to talk about today is not really even a rumor. It's just Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary is coming up in 2021. People are just wondering if anything's going to be announced at this D23 Expo. I'm thinking not, because it's so far away. I think it's more likely that more things will be announced at the 2019 D23 Expo. So that's what I'm thinking there. Sandra, is there space available in Disneyland? Thought it was landlocked. It is. I mean, you know, Disney could potentially buy up land, spend a lot of money to buy up more land, and I'm sure they will at some point. But Stephanie's not a fan of Marvel at the parks. I see DC at Six Flags. I equate it with cheaper parks. So yeah, this is why I like to know your thoughts on it. You know, do you think it changes Disney too much? But again, you know, Disney's all about progressing and evolving and advancing. So, you know, that's why I like to know your opinion. Is that everything I have? Oh my gosh, this went so quickly. Do I have anything else to talk about? I don't. Yeah, if you're following Touring Plans on Twitter or on Facebook, on our YouTube page, we do update there. I know that Brian is going to talk about these verified D23 announcements that we hear this weekend. I bet that will come out probably Monday. I will update you if it's different than that date. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your weekend. I've had so much fun talking with you. I will see you 2 weeks from now. And in the meantime, head to TouringPlans.com for all of your travel planning needs. And see you in 2 weeks. Bye guys.